Greetings, mortals. Jared Pitty for IGN, and I'm with
Tate Phoebe.
And we're looking at Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, this time at the Plague Quarter expansion. And which battle are we looking at now, Tate?
We are going in to take on the last boss of the heroic difficulty, Lotheb.
And Lotheb at heroic, he's kind of a pushover, right?
Yeah, he's no big deal.
Yeah, nothing to worry about at all here.
Just queue up and enjoy victory.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. He certainly doesn't have 99 health, nor does he start the match with 2 minions already on the board. Nor does he have a zero cost ability that does 3 direct damage to you every turn. None of those things are true, right?
Nope, none of those.
Actually, Tate, I think we're misinforming our listeners. In fact,
all of those things happen to be true.
Yeah, 99 health, 2 minions on the board, and that zero ability up there deals 3 damage to you every turn. So obviously you've gone into this with a deck that's specifically prepared to deal with these problems. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so because he does 3 damage every turn, one of the keys is to get a class with healing that'll help you sustain that damage over a period of time.
Okay. And I just saw your archer pop down on the table there and right away sniped one of the 2 minions that were on the board. What was that? Can you go back and take a look at what just happened there?
Yeah, one of his minions is a 0-1 spore. He starts with it. If you're able to kill it, you get +8 attack to all your creatures. So that's the mechanic we're trying to abuse in this deck. So there's a few cards that try to work around the taunt like Elven Archer to be able to take your small minions and turn him into something pretty threatening.
Right, because he's going to keep generating spores with some of his abilities, side effects throughout this game. So we're building these larger creatures out of smaller ones. And tell us about this deck you built here. It's a budget deck?
Yep, this is a priest deck that does not run any epics or legendaries. So the goal was to find a deck that gets you through this fight without too much investment in terms of dust.
Okay, and how do you do that? What are we looking at in this deck specifically?
We're looking at a lot of efficient low-cost minions or minions that summon other minions in order to get a board that's full of huge creatures once he plays the spores.
Okay, so we're going to throw a bunch of creatures out there, try to stay alive, heal as much as possible, wait for a spore, exploit it, gain advantage over the field, and then beat him to death. Is that about fair?
Yep, this deck will all turn around in the matter of 1 or 2 turns.
Okay. And this fight, is this something that you were able to beat your very first time through, Tate? Or?
Oh, definitely not. This is a pretty decent challenge.
Okay. And what did you learn the first few times through it when you tried it?
Yeah, the first few times I learned that I need a lot of efficient small minions.
Okay.
Without them, he overruns you very quickly.
And what about Lotheb's AI? What can you expect him to do? How does he act?
He will keep attacking you right to the face over and over again.
So he ignores those small minions for the most part when it comes to his creatures. He just comes right for you.
Yeah, so this is actually a really interesting turn that's worth pointing out.
Okay.
We have 2 minions on the board. Our Northshire Cleric, which draws a card when it's healed. All of his minions have less than 2 health, and he has a spore. So this Holy Nova turns this game around almost entirely.
Because right now it's 98-6.
Yep.
And suddenly, his board is clear. He's taken some damage, and you've got 2 ginormous creatures.
Yes. So that's kind of one of the turning points you're looking for in this fight, and we'll see if it works out for us. But there'll be times where you can quickly turn around the fight.
Okay, and that's what you're hoping for here.
Yep. The Light Well's a very, very important card to this matchup because it'll continue to heal us. It actually negates his hero power almost entirely.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is try to, well, we want to heal every turn because of how much damage he puts out. And at this point, I believe we just want more minions and deal with this as efficiently as possible. So 2 Holy Smites keeps our board strong, allows us to continue to do the big damage. And hopefully we'll be able to survive 1 or 2 turns longer.
And even though he has a large life advantage now, you now have a massive card advantage.
Correct.
So hopefully that'll be enough. There he is, hitting me again. Man, that is just plain rude. It's impolite that he can do that every turn for free.
Yes.
It's kind of like having a timer built into the match. All right. So what are you going to do here now, Tate?
Yeah, I'm going to keep healing because we need the health. This taunt is actually going to be pretty important for us. Oh, this taunt.
Okay.
And I think we're going to mitigate some of the damage that he can do by... Actually, we're going to use our healing well to kill this because we don't want him to have any minions on the board.
Okay.
And then we're going to keep attacking him, put out a Harvest Golem, and at this point, we're looking pretty good.
Okay. What could go wrong here?
What could go wrong is he could play a card called Poison Seeds. One of the new cards turns every card into a treant. If that were to happen, we would actually take a lot of damage.
Okay. So this is something you don't want to see happen at all.
Nope.
All right.
And actually so Earthen Ring Farseer, it's another healing card. We want to get our health up as much as possible.
Right.
So
You are just hovering down there at the very edge of death this entire match.
yes, we are.
All right.
So we want to take advantage of this heal, use our own heal, and we absolutely have to kill the Northshire Cleric, just in case he can get rid of that taunt and finish us off.
All right.
And at this point, we're looking pretty strong.
Yep.
If we can survive one more turn, I think we'll do it.
It's down to a quarter of his health. So will we survive one more turn? Depends on what he draws. And there's a Spore Burst, which does 1 damage to all minions and puts a spore on the table. He launches another one.
This is incredible. We're just going to take a moment to appreciate how much damage he just gave us.
All right.
And that's actually one of the great parts of these boss battles they set up is there's some really fun mechanics. This would never happen in a constructed game, but we'll be able to kill one of these, all our minions gain 8 attack. Let's actually take care of the other one and just admire the board that we have.
Yeah, the potential to deal 49, 59...
Yeah, what are we looking at?
65, 75, 84, 94...
Well over 100 damage.
Yeah, well over 100 damage. Okay, yeah. I always bad at math in school. Yeah. Oh, no, sir, we believe that you... And there we are. Look at that. And victory, Tate. All right, so this budget deck, we'd like to take a look here at the end of the match. Well done there. Can we take a peek at the components that make it up for a second?
Yep.
All right, so folks, if you want to build this thing at home, here's how.
Yeah, so this deck, it's a very cheap priest deck. I'll go through a couple of the rare cards in it. The Crazed Alchemist is in there to flop the health and attack of that spore, which kills it because if you flip 0 attack into 0 health, it dies. The Knife Juggler is another rare. There's a lot of minions in this deck that summon multiples, so Knife Juggler shoots out knives if you play, say, the Murloc Tidehunter, the Razorfen Hunter, or the Haunted Creeper, which all summon extra minions. Just gets single knife shooting out, which may take out a spore. Lightwell is another one of the rare cards. It's a rock star in this deck. It heals 3 health to something every turn. And if you get this on the board stabilized, it'll basically out-heal his hero power.
Well, thank you for taking us through this, Tate. So this marks the last of our 3 guides for defeating the heroic bosses in this wing of the expansion. We'll be doing more of these as the weeks go on. Folks, leave some comments. Let us know what you think. Give your suggestions. Give your deck designs. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Tate.
Of course.
And from Tate and I here at IGN, we thank you and wish you a good day and happy Hearthstoning. Bye-bye.